Well, here we are on a Friday again, heading towards into July of 2014. Interesting kind of thing. I watched Woodstock on, I believe it was PBS the other night. And since I am a child of the 60s, basically, and I didn't get to go to Woodstock. I think I was in jail at the time. Sorry, honey. But that's the truth. And it was interesting to kind of remember just watching it and knowing some of the people who had actually gone to it, that there were almost 500,000 people sitting there and walking around and listening to music and getting high and all those things, and there was no problems. Very few, if any. No violence. Nobody stealing anything from anybody else. No rapes. It was basically, for 3 days, a small city. And nothing horrible happened. Everybody got along. Everybody shared. Everybody enjoyed themselves. And at that time, they proved to the world that it can be done. Now maybe if it had been 4 days or 5 days, it would have been a different tale. But for 3 days, these people got along. Now, part of that, I think, is music. Music, apparently has a great sway on our temperament. That's why I think that there are so many different kinds of music out there that really mean a lot to us. Certain songs that can make us cry or laugh or bring memories back. They're wonderful. But during that period of time of Woodstock, the songs that they played then are still very popular and actually making their way back around again. What once was old is new again, of course, as the old saying goes. But I think it was just a time when we really didn't want anything bad in our world, and everyone pushed to make it happen, to be good. Now we have almost nothing good. I don't want to be the pessimist. I am, but I don't want to be. There's very few wonderful things. Birth of a child is always a wonderful thing if it's birthed into a loving family, and if the parent wants it and doesn't stick it into a garbage can or leave it off somewhere, or murder it and leave it in a trash can too. These are things that I can't understand. We eat our young for some reason, just like the lions and the tigers and the alligators and things like that. If we have it and we don't want it, get rid of it. Don't accept the responsibility of it. And that's part of what I want to talk to you about today, is the accepting your own responsibility of how you act and what you do, not only in regards to yourself, but in regards to other people. You have a responsibility to yourself to be honest with yourself, and you have a responsibility to other people to also be honest with them. Honesty is an amazing thing. It can create so many different emotions in people. It can get people mad at you. It can make people love you. It can make people want to kill you. It can hurt people's feelings. It can hurt your own feelings. But it's something that once out, the honest word does its job. A lie you have to remember forever. The truth, once it's there, you can let it go. Kind of saves you on your memory banks in your brain, doesn't it? I know that there are a lot of people out there who are afraid of the truth. They're afraid of speaking the truth. They're afraid of telling someone bad news, because they're either afraid of the lashback from that person, or they're afraid that they're going to hurt someone's feelings. They're afraid that they're going to make that person mad, that they're not going to like them anymore. But I'll tell you what, the stress that goes on with keeping the truth from someone is not worth it. It happens to be one of the hardest things on your body and on your mind and on your spirit that you can do, is to hold back the truth. When you lie, it's the same kind of stress, but a little different, because now you've got extra added guilt. Guilt, bad stuff. You don't want to carry that around. Speak the truth. Do yourself a favor. Do the person you're talking to a favor. Now, if you think the truth is going to be too hard, then what you do is you learn diplomacy. You learn tact. You learn how to speak the truth without spitting in someone's face and crushing their spirit. You know, we're all in this together, but we're also all in this alone. And it's easy to get along. Really easy. It is. I'm a crusty son of a bitch, and I'm hard to get along with in a lot of ways. But you know what? If I could help you and you needed help, I would. No questions asked. I would just try to do my best to help you. So, do something nice for someone today. Do something good for yourself and your family. Love each other. That was the whole point of the 60s, was love each other and love yourself. What else is there? You know, by the time you get to the end of this life, if you haven't loved or have loved, then what was it all about? Because you can take nothing else with you except that. Think about it. I'll talk to you again. I hope you enjoyed my day. Have a good weekend.